What's up guys, it's Banu here from Andro.com. This is the Google Pixel 7 and the flagship feature on this phone is its camera. It's known to be one of the best cameras out there. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the best features of this camera, as well as give you guys a camera guide on using the Pixel 7 so that you can snap the best possible pictures with your Pixel. So if you guys are excited for this video, definitely go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now. Let's get started with today's video. First things first, how do you actually get into the camera of the Pixel 7? So it's pretty straightforward. From the home screen you have a camera icon over here, but when it's in the lock state you can actually go ahead and double tap on the power button over here and the camera will quickly open up. Let me show you guys that one more time. So it's right now in the lock state. So if I just go ahead and double tap on that power button, the camera opens up just like that. And also when it comes to shooting a picture, you can just go ahead and press on the shutter button over here, or you can go ahead and press on the volume buttons over here. So just like that, the picture is getting snapped. And also there are different options for you to select here: the 0.7 zoom, the 1x, as well as the 2x zoom option. The 2x zoom option is done digitally. The 0.7 is from the ultra wide angle camera here at the back, and the 1x is the main camera that is there. But on the Pixel 7 Pro, if you have that, there's another camera that is able to take telephoto pictures as well. But since I'm using the Pixel 7 over here, this only has two cameras, but the 2x option is done digitally, so that's also there if you want. And also you can go ahead and zoom in just like this by just pinching into the screen and out of the screen, and you can perfectly set the exact amount of zoom you want by just dragging through this slider like this. So that's pretty neat and convenient. You can go up to 8 times of zoom on the Pixel 7, right? So how do you get into the front facing camera? It's pretty simple. Again, the front facing camera option is over here to swap the cameras. This time what's new is the 0.7 option, the ultra wide angle option for the front facing camera on the Pixel 7 as well. So that option is available right here, or you have the regular 1x option as well. And also, do you know, when it comes to capturing pictures, you can actually go ahead and hit on this button, as well as you can just press and hold on this, and it will actually start recording a video, right? If you want to zoom, you can just drag up like this, or if you want to continue this video to be recorded, you can just lock it by just swiping to the left hand side, right? So as you can see, now the video is recorded even without my input, right? It's just recording now. So it has the recording that I initiated has converted to a full-time video recording. So without moving into the video mode from the camera mode itself, that's how you quickly start recording a video. So going into the video mode now, here there are a couple of options. Again, you can select the angle that you want. So I'm going to go with the 1x mode, and then there are a couple of options like the slow motion mode, then we have the normal video mode, and then the time-lapse mode. Again, each of these will have different options. Like for an example, in the time-lapse mode, you can select how fast do you want it to be. So here we have options up to 120 times. So that's pretty great. So you can try these out and see what matches the setting that you're gonna capture. And also here the video stabilization options are also here, so you can set locked, active, or cinematic pan, or the standard one for light movement. So by default I leave it on the standard mode, but if I'm shooting something very specific, I'm going to change this. But so far the standard option worked really well. And also we have the cinematic video mode here now on the Pixel 7. So basically think of this like portrait mode for videos. So you can try it out with a different subject. So if you have, you can get that background, awesome background blur. If you can see in the background, looks awesome. I will show you guys different samples for each of these things in a while. And also when you go into the modes, you will see panorama mode, photosphere mode, and lens, right? So all those options are available. Then on this side we have the portrait mode option, again 1 time as well as 2 times are available here. And then the motion, the new motion option is available here. So this will actually let you take long exposure shots or action pan shots. So it's going to actually let you select on a subject and add motion blur to that picture, so it looks pretty neat and unique as well. And they give a pretty good explanation on how it works. It's actually on beta stages at the moment, so yeah, that will also improve. Then on the leftmost side, the last option that we have is called night sight. So this is for night pictures. So I will also share you guys how you can take awesome night photos from the pixel. So actually when you go into the night sight option here, again you can select between the angle that you want, and over here on the right hand side at the bottom you can select the time duration that the night shot is going to take. So actually you can set it to be maximum, so it will decide depending on the situation what it's going to use. So it's pretty awesome, and I will show you guys how it works. So it works really well. Here's a video that I shot of how it's working. Next up, let's have a look at the settings that are available for different modes on the pixel. So if you go ahead and head on over to the camera options and hit on this button at the top, you will see all the settings. So here you can select the night sight options. So you can select whether you want it to be automatic or whether you want the flash to turn on automatically. So I actually have set it to automatic, but only when I want the flash specifically I will go ahead and hit on the flash option. Then the top shot option is also there. So this is think of it like live photos on the iPhone, on the Pixel. So it's by default set to this automatic option, but I actually prefer to have live photos on all my media. So because of that I have selected it to be what you call something that automatically happens on all the shots, or you can turn it off if you don't want that as well. I like to have it turned on because then whenever I screw up with a picture, or let's say I'm taking a picture of my baby, or when I'm taking a picture of my dogs, when they move, like even a slight second can make a big difference. So having this option is a total lifesaver for me, and I think you should definitely try it with this as well. Next we have the time option. That's self-explanatory. You have a 3-second timer or 10-second timer that you can go ahead and enable. And then when it comes to the ratio, you have the full screen ratio over here, which is perfect for Instagram, or the 4:3 aspect ratio that is there by default. Actually prefer this one, but sometimes for these pictures I use the 4:3 aspect ratio as well. And now you can go ahead into the settings area. There are a lot of settings hidden inside this, so let me go ahead and show you guys these settings right now. So first we have the save location option, which is useful, especially let's say for an example if you come out of town. Like for an example, right now I'm in Galle in Sri Lanka. So the next time when now the metadata of the picture will say where I shot this picture. So it's going to be useful for Google Photos or whatever app that you're going to use to process that, and it's going to be easy for you to categorize these pictures later on as well. So I prefer to enable the location. Then the camera sounds, if you want, you can disable or enable from here. And then you also have the option for Google Lens suggestions. So you can actually point your phone's camera to like QR codes and stuff like that, and it will be able to scan those things from the camera itself. So you can enable or disable that if you wish. And also social sharing is an option here, so you can go ahead and enable these so that you can quickly share pictures from your camera app to whatever service it is. I haven't really set it up on my device yet. And then you have the gestures, right? So the volume key action, like I spoke about earlier, right now I have set it to shutter, but you can set it to zoom or change the volume as well, but I prefer to have it for shutter when I'm inside the camera. It's easy for me to quickly shoot a picture that way. Then there's also a new feature called the frequent faces here on the Pixel. So what happens is, especially when you're using a top shot feature on the Pixel 7, if you have this frequent faces option enabled, what it'll do is it'll let you prioritize on the people in that photograph, like the people that you're gonna capture the most, the phone will recognize, and it will show the skin tones, like it will basically recommend what is best. And only the frequent faces data is saved on the device, and it's all mentioned over here, so you can learn more about it over here. I personally have it enabled, so you should definitely try that out as well. There's also device storage options, so if you're running out of space, you can go ahead and clear up some space from over here. And also there's an advanced photo option. There's a dirty camera lens warning that is there, that you can enable or disable. Then there's a raw plus JPEG control, so you can enable this if you want to get raw pictures from your smartphone itself, so you can enable that if you wish. So it's going to be useful, especially if you're going to take these pictures and put it into editing software on your computer. Then this is going to be really useful for you. And then also when it comes to the videos, you can set the videos to record in HEVC format for small file sizes. I have enabled that. I think you should enable it too. And then the social media depth features you can enable from here, so it will basically use those pictures for improvements on social media photos that you're going to share. So you can enable or disable that if you want. For now I have disabled it. Then time lapse for astrophotography is also another option that is there, which I've enabled. And the timer light is also something that is there on this device that you can enable or disable. So I've said that because then I have an indicator when the timer is running out. It's pretty easy to have that over there. Then I have also enabled the framing hints, so on screen tips and tools, the levels and everything comes, so it's very useful to have that. I've enabled that. And when it comes to the grid type, I've actually selected the golden ratio, but you have options to select the 3x3 or 4x4 option, or else the golden ratio option, so you can go ahead and decide which one suits your photography styles and select whichever one accordingly. Or if you don't like the grid, you can go ahead and get rid of the grid entirely as well. When it comes to manual controls, you have the white balance options and the exposure. I will show you guys how to set that in the camera. So if you go into the camera and if you just tap on any place, you will see this white balance controller. So you can set it to be warm, you can set it to be cool, right? Or you can set it to be in a medium scale. And then over here you have the exposure as well as the shadows, so you can just go ahead and middle with that if you want. So those are that's that option. And also if you go into the settings once again, under photo you will see camera photo resolution. So here you can select full resolution or medium resolution, so it will take less storage. I'm gonna go with full resolution. And also you can invert the pictures if you want by using this option. So I've actually, if you disable it on, it will happen that way. So I've disabled it so that the selfies will be inverted automatically. So like let's say for an example, you have a text or something on screen when you're capturing the selfie, it won't be inverted if you have this disabled. So very useful to have that. That's personally my preference when it comes to shooting selfies on smartphones. And then also when it comes to the video, we can enable or disable the video stabilization, the audio zoom and all of that. It's all given over here under the settings. So we have bunch of settings, a lot of things for us to tweak and adjust here on the Pixel 7. So definitely go ahead and spend some time on checking that out. And not only that, you can press whatever you captured by hitting on this. So this right here is that video that we shot earlier. So from here you can again go into the camera by hitting on this button. You can quickly go into the camera that way. And also if you just hit on this button, you can quickly go into the gallery as well. And on top of that, you can star whatever picture you want. You can easily do that. Playback the live picture that you shot, so you can use this option to enable or disable that. You can go ahead and hit on this over here, and you can see the location and what device you use, what file name it has, how big it is, and all of that, whether it's backed up on Google Photos and the shots in this picture. So you can go ahead and select whatever shot you want, and then you can go ahead and hit on save a copy if you want. Let's say for an example, if you're taking a picture of your baby and he's not smiling in that, but couple of seconds later he smiled and it's there in this photo data, you can easily swap to that. You can share this picture on social media using this share button over here. Pretty easily you can do that. Or you have the edit option if you want to manipulate, edit this picture. There are a lot of options over here, right? Now a flagship feature on the Pixel 7 is this unblur option. Let's say for an example, if someone in your picture is blurred, right, you can use this unblur option to unblur anyone who is on your picture. You can go ahead and adjust the intensity over here. I don't have a blurred picture right now show you guys, but this is something that you definitely should try on your Pixel next time when you capture a blurred picture. And also there's something called the magic eraser here on the Pixel 7 series. Again, another flagship feature. You can go ahead and erase things that you don't like let's say for an example, this grass over here doesn't look even, so I can just go ahead and just like that, now the grass is pretty even. The openings that were there over here, it's gone now. Just like magic, it just works. So it's pretty awesome. So I can just go ahead and hit on done, and now my picture is ready. How awesome is this? So not only this, let's say you go to the park and shoot a picture, right? You can use this same magic erase option to just leave yourself in the picture and get rid of everyone else around you, all just by using your smartphone and nothing else. How awesome and sweet is the Pixel 7? I think that itself is one of the best features I've seen in a smartphone over the past couple of years at least. It really works well, and it's a very useful feature I think we need to have on all smartphones. So that's about it. And on top of that, make sure that you enable the Google Photos backup option on your smartphone as well. You can go onto my channel and search for Google Photos Andro Dollar on YouTube if you want to see my detailed video on Google Photos as well, because I think it's something useful that you have to use because it goes hand in hand with the Pixel 7, and I think it's a pretty cool experience when you use both together, right? So that's that. So now let me go into different video the camera modes and show you guys camera samples, so you get an idea about what each one looks like. So gonna start off with the camera mode and then go on to all the modes that are there on the Pixel 7. Well guys, that's the entire camera experience on the Pixel 7 and my camera guide so that you can shoot better pictures on the Pixel 7. I hope you guys found this video useful, and hopefully you will be able to make use of the stuff that I discussed in this video to shoot better pictures now with your Pixel 7. If you found something useful in this video, definitely share it with a friend. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome tech videos just like this, and let me know what other smartphone you want to see me cover. Similarly, I have also done camera guides just like this one before as well, so you can go ahead and watch them on my channel as well. So with all that being said, until I see you guys in my next video, this is Banu signing out.